So Broloff coming out?
Yeah, so we've got kind of what we thought, yeah. Lee Sin, Burloff in the jungle. So it was a Syndra Morgana bot lane with an Ashe Braum. That's a very tough early game bot lane, I think.
Definitely.
But I do like the picks. So I really don't have too much of an opinion on how this is going to go.
Is Syndra opting for the electrocute?
Yeah. Electric and Syndra is a very good pick. Very strong. Allows a lot of early game pressure. Okay, so Braum here's with the exhaust. Now, that's a pretty good pick into the Syndra because it's going to negate a lot of our damage. We look here, standard thing, standard's kind of set up here.
No one's looking for an invade.
No one's looking for an invade. It didn't go well last game for blue side. Olaf with the early Oracle lens purchase. Probably going to look to clear out some vision there.
Olaf starting blue side. Starting red side.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a good matchup. So just to remind our viewers, blue team, don't know their name. We're going to call them Team Blue. There are 101 so far in this Clash tournament.
Red team, unknown.
Red team is unknown. Okay, so we see we've got ZHVP on the Lux. Now, we've seen him on the Lux before, and really it was neither here nor there.
I was more interested about the VA Bigorta shot on the Ashe.
Yes, okay, so now if we look here, if we could take our attention to bot lane real quick, they're both sitting in the bush looking for an early pick on the Ashe. If Ashe isn't careful and steps up, okay, no. They're going to leave it. Binding coming out, missing Q from the Braum onto the Morgana.
I would like to point out, as a novice to myself, I found an interesting pick of Conqueror on the Ashe.
It would be interesting, but up in this recent patches, Conqueror's been quite strong on ADCs. So that's probably why she's brought it out. Lee Sin sitting around the river there, maybe looking for a level 2 gank.
Tristana playing close to tower.
Tristana, not sure if she picked up the vision or not. I don't know if she knows he's there. Okay, he's walking out, she's definitely seen him now, maybe. Yeah, Ping's coming out, she's seen him.
We've got some action going topside.
Oh, big binding coming onto Ashe, that's quite a... I would say quite a little bit of damage, but actually no. I think Braum's Guardian procced there.
Keeping the Ashe nice and healthy.
Yeah, if we look at wards coming down there, they have warded the blue. Not sure when they got the ward down, but they've warded the blue, so they know Lee Sin's taking it. No, they haven't warded the blue, they just pinged it randomly.
If we look, it's pretty even throughout, except for top side. It seems that the red side's top, but out farming Shen quite.
Yeah, I think early game Ward definitely has quite an advantage on the Shen, just because he puts out more damage. Shen doesn't have as much going for him yet. Lots of poke. You see now, there's a big wave crashing top. He's definitely going to want to look to clear that while getting the CS. But luckily it's not too dangerous yet. Olaf getting caught out here in the river. This might be a mistake. He's going to have to flash over the wall here, if he even makes it to the wall. Nope, first blood going down. Good stun there by Braum. You see, now that was a bit of a mistake there. Not having enough vision. Braum flashing. Looking for the Q. I think they're going to pick up another kill here on Morgana. Passive coming down from Braum. One more auto. Okay, flash coming out from Morgana. She escapes safely. Now what happened there was, I think, I wasn't watching too well, but I think Olaf went into the river without vision and kind of got caught out.
I agree. I think he did. He should pay more attention next time.
Yeah, it was a bit dangerous. They did have Scuttle, I think that's what happened. I think Lee Sin was doing Scuttle at the time. Okay, so Ashe is low on mana and somewhat low on health, so she's going to look to play safe here.
Shouldn't side either, or Morgana.
trade coming down mid. That's a really good trade for Tristana there. Lux has got to remember to respect the Tristana's E, because it does do a lot of damage. We can see drags coming up. Sorry, we don't actually have the drag timers up. Okay, now we have drag timers up. A little bit of trade coming up, so it's going to be Ocean Soul first. Braum getting caught out there, but with a Q. Looking to turn around. Gets the auto onto... Braum misses the Q. That could have been really dangerous to Syndra there if that Q had landed. But now Braum and Ashe out of mana. So
Morgana and Syndra both also out of mana.
Both out of mana, true. So they should look to back here, but they need to clear the wave. Lee Sin sitting in the bush. Tristana doesn't know this is going to be a really good gank for Lee if he goes in. Oh, they both missed the Qs. Tristana does have W to get out. That was well played by Tristana. Unfortunately, I think a bit of a misplay there from red side. The double Q miss was definitely interesting. I would like to see Tristana drop a little bit more wards in the mid lane. Lee Sin sticking around, lands the Q. I don't think he should go in on that. I think he's just trying to keep the wave. Tristana doing a really good job of CSing there. How does the CS look? Let's look around through.
Syndra CS seems to be doing essentially better than the Ashes.
Yeah, Top is still having a rough time, gets pulled in by the E, has to dash away. Pings coming out from both teams about drag. Both going to look for some pressure here. Okay, so they've got a control it in pit, red side, so they're going to be able to have vision, but Olaf is now bot side, probably looking for a gank here into drag. It's a big stun, lots of damage coming out onto Ashe here. Ashe needs to be careful, she stepped up too far. She doesn't have flash or heal. This should be a kill on for the... That was well played. Nice gank, they should be able to drag here. Lux is coming down. She stepped over ward, so they know she's there. Lands the Lux is 6. Not Ragnarok popped, but another nice... Oh! They didn't secure the kill onto... Okay, nice Q from Olaf there. Unfortunately not going to be able to start the drag up, he's quite low. He's going to get the honey fruit. He doesn't have smite up, so he needs to be careful. Again, it's just farming simulator topside. That's the dragon over for blue team. That was nicely played from blue team. I think definitely a bit of a misplay there from red side, stepping up too far without the vision. With this Morgana matchup, they're going to want to play very aggressively, blue side, because to really punish with that stun. And it's a very strong combo with the stun from the Morgana into stun from Syndra, and they need to be careful of that. Lee Sin coming down, maybe looking for a gank. It is warded, so they should look to back off now. Yeah, here we see they're both going down. Olaf is bot side, he might look to come in as well. Lee Sin just throwing up a bit of fancy footwork there. Missed binding from... Oh, that's another big stun. Heal coming out, she still has flash. Forced up off flash, Braum's now stunned in the middle of it. But he should be walking out maybe fine. Remember, no... Okay, so he flashes out. I think Morgana is fine. Okay, Demon Slayer pushing up a bit far there, but... Oh, dodging the ult. Lee Sin's looking there. He's... Okay, that's a kill onto mid lane. I'm not too sure what happened there. Tristana, I think, was just pushed up a bit far. Again, it's that lack of vision from Tristana that I don't like to see her playing so far up. Especially when she doesn't know where Lee Sin is. Here we see her invade coming in. This is probably going to result in a kill for... Oh no, the taunt coming down. I don't know if you noticed that there, but what was a really good play is, as the Maud ulted, Olaf got the Ragnarok down, cancelling Maud's ult. So Ward's going down onto Rift, Maud's walking back up to the top.
We see next round Mountain Drag.
Next round is Mountain, leaving us open to a Cloud or Infernal Soul.
What do you think, Ben? These teams here, Jack?
Definitely Infernal. I don't think any team benefits. No, I think both teams are pretty even when it comes to Infernal Soul. Having that Syndra in the bot lane really negates some of Infernal's like pressure. But with the Tristana, it kind of brings you back up. Braum looking there for a little bit of his cheeky gank, but having to back off now. Braum being spotted out on the ward, getting pinged. Anyway, as I was saying, Cloud I think will just benefit both teams well because of the ult cooldown. Oh, they're walking in. Oh, Olaf misses the Q, but that shouldn't be a problem. The bomb, nice kill going down there. Lee Sin was around but didn't want to get involved. Let's check at the CSing. How's that going? Mid lane's quite even. Bot lane, Ashe is falling behind just a little bit, but not too far. Ult coming down, but it was on the Black Shield. That's a little bit of a misplay from Ashe as she goes down. Top lane is a very heavy CS difference, with Maud having more than double. But currently he's also restricting Maud to doing nothing. So, we'll have to see how that works out for him. Braum, Fissure coming down. Is it Glacial Fissure? What's it called? Yeah, Glacial Fissure coming down to maybe clear the wave a bit. Unfortunately gets caught up by the binding. W stun coming out, and that should be a kill over to... That's a kill over to the Syndra. Very well played by her. Braum, not too sure what he was doing around there. Was that Rift just picked up by Lee Sin? Yeah, Rift just picked up by Lee Sin. Looking to come in for a gank on mid. Let's see what's happening down there. Tristana spotting him out, managing to get back under tower. Ping's coming out onto the Lee Sin. Tristana maybe overstaying her welcome here a bit. The kick back into the... Oh, that was a well played... Nice kick from Lee Sin. Unfortunately, I don't think Lux had Q up and then misses the ult. Rift dropping down mid. We can see the Olaf and the Syndra coming in. Looking to clear this wave as quick as they can. Ooh. Tristana getting hit by that. That could be the end of Tristana. Oh, nice flash out from her. Unfortunately, Lee Sin getting picked up here. That was a bit of a misplay from him, going a bit too hard there with not his team's backup. Braum's looking to walk up down. We can see Braum coming up the river. They have wards, they can see him. Decides not to come. Next drag up is Mountain. It's up now. Lux flashing out. Okay, so we can see the whole team here going down. They're probably going to look for a gank onto the Ashe. Okay, they're getting picked out now. Do they start the dragon? They start the dragon. This is potentially dangerous. Braum coming in. No ult from Braum, but Ashe does have the ult. If the Ashe lands on the Brolo... Okay, so Ashe onto Morgana. Q not followed up from Lux onto Morgana. Interesting. Lee Sin gets the steal. Really well played. And then the follow-up kill onto Morgana. That was a really well played from Red Team. They might even pick up a kill on the Syndra. TP coming out from Shen. Keeping her alive. Stand united. Olaf Tristana walking down. Lee Sin's deciding not enough. Big stun from Syndra. Brolof's still here. Oh, that's a nice turnaround. They can even get the Braum here. Glacial Fissure coming out again. But I don't know if that'll be enough to keep him alive from the bomb. He's just alive. That's... What is that? 1 HP. Literally 1 HP. With Tristana, Olaf here, they're definitely able to get this bot tower, give them a little bit more prio. So we see here it is going to be Infernal Soul. Bot tower going down. I think Infernal Soul is definitely good. I want to say for either side, not too much of a difference. I think mid lane tower might go down here. No. Let's look at the itemization on people here. Okay, so Tristana, getting that BF, probably building into an IE staple for her there. Ashe, I think, is building that Bork. Morgana is going for that ult coming out from Lux. Not sure if she hit anyone. TP top from Maud looking to run down the Morgana. He must be careful here. He might overstay his welcome. Lee Sin's here as well. We might be getting a team fight in the river here. I don't think Red knows that Syndra's also here. It's a big fight here. Red needs to back away here. Ooh, Maud takes a dangerous walk back, gonna go in. He takes Syndra into the Death Realm and kills her. That was well played by him. He managed to get out with the kill. That was also a shutdown to him, so another 500 gold over to him. And it looks like they'll trade this for bot tower. Okay, so the Shen's going for that Sunfire Cape. Unfortunately, with his lack of CS, he's really going to have a tough time keeping up with the itemization of Maud. Olaf needs to be careful here. He's by himself, 2 levels down on the Lee Sin. Okay, we can see a team fight coming down here in mid. I think they should pick up mid tower here pretty easily. Tristana clearing the wave, Glacial Fissure coming down into Olaf, Ragnarok popped, bomb down its Braum. Meanwhile, we can see Syndra still pushing the bot lane here. I think Braum and Lee Sin are all going to rotate down there now. Nope, they're going to decide to stay in mid. Okay, so the recall coming out from Braum, he's heading back. Nope, he's not. Nope, he is. Okay, the ping's coming out. Pinging out Syndra in the bot lane. Ult's coming out from Lux, cancelling. Nope. Just doing a bit of poke, I guess. Baron coming up in 3 minutes, but I don't think any team's really in position to take that early. Ooh, Maud needs to be careful here, gets hit by the binding taunt, now coming in. This was really well played, Morgana. She needs to be careful though, she doesn't want to get sucked into that realm. Maud does have it up. Yep, there he is, takes Morgana and she needs to be careful, she needs to survive here. Pops the ult to root him up. That's big damage, she does get the stun off, now he should come back. Morgana managed to dodge the Q, Shen ulting on top and Ragnarok popped. Lee Sin needs to be careful here. Okay, flash coming out from Lee Sin. That was really well played there by Morgana. Being able to avoid the Maud while in his ult, being able to lock him up. Ashe's ult going wide, but the stun onto Syndra, Q coming up, Sonya's popped. Does she get out of this? I don't think she can. No, that's a kill onto her. 3v2 in the mid lane. They're looking for drag, yeah. Okay, so we can see Lee Sin is actually doing Rift Scuttle here, which is not a bad idea, because they're probably all thinking he's coming down to drag. With no vision there, they definitely don't know he's doing it. See, I really like this decision from Lee Sin here, picking up the Rift Herald. Ping's coming out from blue side to start this dragon. This looks to be a big team fight coming in. Lux is low here, so she needs to be careful. Brandy coming out missing. If they already want to contest this drag, they need to go in now. But they seem to be content. The double flash coming out. Oh, that was almost so close. Well done from Lux, almost trying to get it, but nice smite from Olaf to keep it up. Big pick onto the Ashe there. I think she stepped over a bit too much. Stun onto Morgana. Not enough though. Ragnarok pop. Flash coming out. Oh, that's a nice pick from Lux and Lee Sin. That's a 3. But they should be able to clean this up. They're looking in a good position. Tristana looking to get more, but I don't think she can. I don't think she has the movement speed. They need to be careful with Maud pushing in the top lane. Tristana's going to look to steal the blue here. I don't know if it's really worth it, considering Lee Sin has might. Or maybe they're just drawing in. That's well played. Tristana just needs one more auto. That was a bad blast cone from Lee Sin. He hops over the wall well now. Ooh, big damage coming out from Lux onto the Tristana. I think Tristana actually overstayed her welcome a bit there. Definitely allowing Lux a bit of a cheeky little kill there that she probably didn't deserve. Mord getting a lot of damage onto that tier 2 tower. Lux picking up the Oblivion Orb for the little bit of MR against both Olaf and Shen. I like that idea. As long as she doesn't turn it into Morello, we should be fine. Okay, so if we look here, Tristana is losing in farm now to the Lux a bit. Syndra's still up. Ashe is on... No, Syndra's up at 2 items to the Ashe, but she only has tier 1 boots, so... Okay, looks like everyone's convening in the mid lane. Big damage out onto Olaf. So we look here, red side, even though being 1 kill behind, has almost a 4k gold lead, which I think is really showing, because as they say, money wins. Big damage onto this Lux is doing a lot of damage onto that Olaf. Big pick, trade back. Morgana gets the kill. Syndra needs to be careful here. She doesn't want to get her hit up just like that. She has to pop the Zhonya's. Ragnarok popped. Flash E. That was a bit of a misplay, I think, from Olaf's part. Syndra needs to be careful here. Just dodging the Q. Syndra gets pulled into the Death Realm. Tristana jumps over the wall. That was a nice pushback from Syndra. She's going to come out the Death Realm. Can they manage to burst more down? No, he gets the kill onto Syndra. Ult behind. Braum's coming in for the Glacial Fissure. That's a nice Glacial Fissure onto the Tristana. Does Mord survive this? No, Mord get the tower goes off. That's a nice kill onto Tristana. Needs to be careful here not to get into the stun. Lux is back. Lux does a lot of damage. That's a nice kill from Ashe. Unfortunately, I think red team might be snowballing here. Looking to pick up this tier 2 after that really nice fight. If we look here, Lux is 5 and 2 with a 600 gold bounty. She is really putting out the damage now. Olaf looking to pick up the kill on the Ashe. Morgana's coming in, lands the binding. That's a free kill. I think Ashe again also overstayed a bit there. We see Infernal Souls coming up in a minute and a half. Blue side with very little vision of a dragon, but they still have some time. Okay, so Lux did turn into Morello. Again, not the biggest fan, but I guess against that Olaf, it's not the worst idea, but definitely maybe some other items she could have gone. Binding coming out, missing. A little bit of damage from the spoil. I think that's what it's called. They managed to trade the tier 1 tower, so it's 4 towers for the red team and only 2 for the blue. Morgana needs to be careful here, she doesn't get caught out. She's stuck actually between the Lee Sin and the Braum. I hope they know that Braum's coming behind them. Binding coming out, hitting up the Lee Sin. This is a good pick. Lots of damage coming out. And that should be an easy... Oh, Lee Sin manages to get over the wall. Blast coming back over, but I think they saw him. Nice. Don't know what that thing's called. The W coming out from Morgana to finish off the kill. Tristana is pushing in the bot lane. Looking to get some prio there for the next drag. Drag's up in 20 seconds. With Lee Sin going down, this is prime for Tristana. Tristana's looking to push that tier 2 in here, but she needs to be careful with the Ashe, Braum, and Lux coming down to meet her. They will get picked up on the ward. I think that was a bit of a misplay there from Ashe for auto-attacking that ward, giving vision onto... They're coming down, giving Tristana an easy way out. Now they're going to look to burst down this dragon, I think, really quickly. With Tristana there, it's definitely an option. Lux doesn't know this is happening, so no ult's going to come out to stop them. That's very nicely done from blue side. Now putting them onto Soul Point with the Infernal. Still 3k gold behind though. And gold talks in this game. Let's see where these kills are distributed. We've got 2 kills onto the Tristana. 4 kills onto the Olaf. I definitely think the Olaf is going to get definitely strong, but they need to be careful of that Lux. Lee Sin coming into the mid lane looking for gank. Gets hit by the binding, not going to go in. The result, the Q misses. Lux and Braum pushing in the bot lane. Lux with the final spark there, I think, just to clear out the wave, get a bit more prio on the pushing. Braum and Ashe again in that bot lane. Someone needs to go out to meet them unless they want to lose their tier 3 inhib turret. You can see both teams now rotating to the bot lane, knowing that this is where the fight's going to take place. Braum and Ashe coming up. Braum getting a Glacial Fissure coming down, only picking up the Olaf. Stun onto the Tristana, that's a big pick. Ashe, though, by herself, getting killed, knocked down by the Olaf. Nicely done. Zhonya's out from Morg. Not too sure who got picked up. Big ult from Lux. I think it was Shen that got taken into the realm. That was a really good fight from Red Team, picking up 4 of them. Syndra just managed to stay alive, but I don't think she's going to be able to stop this push here onto the tower. Lux with the flash Q misses it. They should be looking to get this tower. Q missing from the Braum. Oh, that was really nicely done by Mord getting the pull. That's a lot of damage down. Flash Q from Lee Sin misses. Okay, so Braum went back. Binding coming out, hitting Mord. Unfortunately, she doesn't do that all much damage to him. That's inhibitor down. I don't think they should have done that. I think they should have instead left their inhibitor up and maybe moved up to drag. But we'll see. If we look at the position of the map here, Red now has 5 turrets, 3 of them down in the bot lane. Tristana's going to try 1v1 the Lux, pushes her away. Needs to be careful here with 3 members down. I think she spotted them out and is going to keep moving around. We can see blue team now rotating to top to maybe try and collapse on this Ashe and Braum. Ashe and Braum having no vision, not knowing this is coming. Oh, Braum gets spotted out here by the Olaf. Q comes down, slowing him. Oh, binding over the wall, nicely done. Glacial Fissure coming down. Taunt coming through. Now with a stopwatch. Oh, W wave, still going to get killed up with the Olaf there. Ashe, though, did manage to get away, so it was still not good being able to being caught out there, but not the end of the world. Lux just finished her Rabadon's death cap. I said a lot of damage up on her already, a lot of damage. We can see Next Infernal's coming up in 1 minute. Okay, so Mord and Lux moving up to the top side. Syndra needing to be careful there. Good. Lots of damage came out from that. Lux is a real big threat to them now. Ping's coming out for that Infernal Drake, coming up in 40 seconds. And Bolivian Orb now picked up on Syndra to get a little bit of Magic Pen. We can see that Tristana's just finished her 2nd item, whereas Lux has finished her 3rd, so definitely an item up there. Olaf being caught off in the W, that's lots of damage onto Olaf, and that actually might be enough to just give them a free drag here. They can't look to recontest with Olaf being so low. I definitely think it'd be the right call to give up the dragon here and not contest. They're going to try to draw the dragon out. But we're looking, team fight is brewing. Glacial Fissure coming down, knock them down. Bought them enough time to get the drag, flash forward from Mord. Takes Shen into the Death Realm. Sonic Wave onto the Morgana, picks her up. Shen gonna go down here to Maud. Pick onto the Olaf, and that might just be it. Syndra's gonna have to look to back away, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. Now up to a 6k gold lead. That was a really good fight from red team there. Unfortunately, blue team just couldn't contest the dragon quick enough. I think they should have given it up and not taken the fight, and now this will be a Syndra going down. They've got Lux and Ashe pushing in, but I don't think they can... They're gonna look to Baron. With the death timers, they should be fine. Yeah, and then Maud's gonna shred. Okay, so Lux is pushing in mid, and Ashe is pushing bot. They could have probably finished there because they had super minions coming in, but Morgana's just on us up, so. Braum needs to be careful here. He manages to pick up the honey fruit. Ashe also needs to make sure she doesn't get caught out here. Okay, so Baron going down there. A little resetting coming out from the red team. That's really well done. That only extends their lead even more. It's getting close to a 10k gold lead. Ashe finishing her runes. That's a really strong item on her. Okay, so red team pushing through the bot jungle here. Olaf needs to be careful not to be caught out. Morgana as well. Q's gonna come over the wall. Flash Q. Oh, ult onto from... That's gonna be a pick up a kill on Morgana there. Nicely done by Ashe to pick her up. Ragnarok coming out, Lee Sin not noticing and actually going for the flash kick. But it's not working out for him. Oh, he didn't flash kick, sorry, he would. Did the old insec. This should be mid inhib picked up pretty easily, and they can look to finish. They're gonna re-pick up that bot inhib as it's respawned, now getting double inhibs. Olaf being caught out there, taking a lot of damage. Maud as well though, Maud's going low. Oh, that should be Tristana gone. Flash out from Syndra to stay alive. Morgana getting hit with the Sonic. That actually popping the Zhonya's. Olaf going down. Shen into the Death Realm. Both Nexus towers down. This Braum's looking to end auto attacking. I don't think they can end here though. No, Ashe is going for it. Kill picked up on Ashe. I don't know if they can end. They can definitely end here if they play this right. With Lee Sin and Maud looking very good. Oh, Syndra getting killed there. Popping the Zhonya is nothing that's going to do much, and that should be game. That was well played by red side. I think they really managed to capitalize on that lead by Lux, and in the end it was just too much for them to deal with. So Demon Slayer? Well, nothing's happening in this game. Can you give me your insights onto how that last game went so terribly as it did?
You know, I think one of the big problems, Jack, our mid game kind of fell apart. You know, our shot caller didn't seem to make the right calls. You know, we got caught out in the of position a few times, and you know, just kind of snowballed from there. And yeah, like I was saying, we lost the team fight, we lost the dragon, just kind of snowballed from there.
Yeah, I definitely thought there were some interesting calls on taking dragons when probably could have just left them.
Like I said, our shot caller didn't make the right calls.
Yeah, definitely interesting.
Would you like to shame them and call them out?
No.
He's got to play with them next week.
Okay.
But yeah, what was your choice behind the Tristana mid lane?
So originally it was going to be a Syndra mid. But then after looking at the comp a bit, we decided, you know, we'll do the Syndra Maud bot, and we're gonna do a Tristana mid.
Okay.
And then myself and Yuiki were kind of debating who's.
Sorry, who's that? Luiki.
Yeah,
okay.
Luiki.
Yes.
We were kind of throwing around, look, I can play Syndra, he can play Syndra, I can play Trist, he can play Trist, so we just kind of just kind of let it happen. Went the Trist mid on. I went Trist mid. The whole reasoning behind that, into the Ashe Braum bot, we kind of did want 2 mages
Okay.
instead of a conventional lane. We thought that would be a lot better.
True. There was a lot of stun potential in that bot lane, so
There was, and the whole theory behind it was that if Morg could hit a Q on the Ashe, Syndra would get her combo off.
true.
Not sure how well that worked.
Actually, bot lane didn't go too badly in the beginning,
No, it
but
didn't. Like I said, our mid game was just really weak. You know, I don't
yeah,
think we
their
made the
Lux got very strong.
True.
Um,
Yeah, I got one shot.
yes,
by
we
her.
saw that. It's
The technical term is mid diff.
yes.
Yeah, no, I can't say I played really well.